When things go wrong. Pulp pathology. Let's zoom in to the heart of the tooth, the pulp. It's small, soft, but mighty, until things go wrong. Here's a quick map to guide us through pulp health, injury, and the domino effect that leads to periapical disease. Healthy pulp is like a well-protected city. It supplies nutrients, fights minor invaders, and keeps the tooth alive. But when enemies like bacteria sneak in or trauma hits, things start to go downhill. Caries, trauma, cracks, and even repeated dental procedures can irritate the pulp. Small attacks may be reversible, but repeated or severe damage triggers a bigger problem: inflammation. But the pulp is vulnerable. Once inflammation becomes irreversible or infection sets in, the pulp can no longer recover. It dies, a process called necrosis, and the infection can spread to the periapical tissues, causing periapical periodontitis. That's why early intervention is key. Did you know the pulp is confined in a rigid chamber? Swelling has nowhere to go, which causes pain. A delta fibers trigger sharp pain, while C fibers cause dull, lingering pain. Chronic inflammation can lead to pulp fibrosis and reduced regenerative capacity. Think of the pulp as a tiny pressure cooker. Let's recap. Healthy pulp can heal. Irritants like caries, trauma, and repeated dental procedures can trigger inflammation. Reversible pulpitis may heal, but irreversible pulpitis leads to necrosis and eventually periapical periodontitis. That's why early intervention is key. Now, let's test your dental detective skills. Which is not a common cause of pulp inflammation? Caries, trauma, healthy brushing, or repeated dental procedures? Which nerve fiber causes dull, lingering pain? A delta fibers or C fibers? And finally, what is the correct sequence of pulp disease progression? Reversible pulpitis, irreversible pulpitis, necrosis, and periapical periodontitis. Treat early, protect the pulp, and keep your patients smiling.